Hi, I'm Kahlin Schoeberl. I was the foreman out on our project LaunchPad at Mystic Lake. It was a pretty fun project. It was very different from what I think we normally do. We had a lot of signage that got lit up. LaunchPad right here. We got a couple more signs going up still. A lot of it was underground work right away in the beginning. So a lot of foresight that we didn't catch everything, but we got as much as we could. One of the challenges we had was a full precast building, so a lot of this had to be pre-figured out before we even got in the building. Trying to hide all of our boxes and all of our stuff has been quite the challenge. A lot of our boxes are above these. A lot of our lights hang just from those boxes, and pre-laying those out ahead of time without the baffles here was kind of a challenge, but we had our Trimble guys come out and mark out all of our points. One of the cool things about this job was this countertop. It is a lit countertop that we worked with Black Forest on. A lot of our work was underground through here, from our electric room all the way across the building. Back here's probably where it's more basic. We got our office space, bathrooms, pretty typical from what we do other places. Let's go out into the hitting bays. Out here was where more of our challenging work was. A lot of this piping out here is exposed on the ceilings, and getting all of our lights exactly where they needed to go before all the other stuff was in. At one point we had up to 16 to 20 people here working on either in the building or out at our targets, where we had a lot of underground, a lot of digging in the rock, and the guys were great out here. They were good sports. Inside each one of these cabinets we have our home run boxes, where we've got all of our lighting control and feeds for our TVs and all of the signage control. A lot of work to pre-plan. This project started in January. It's been going all the way through the summer. Turnover happened last week. We're just doing some last minute punch list items and finishing up, and we should be out of here next week. So we worked with Impact Lighting out of Florida. They brought out all the targets, and they sent us all their plans, and we just had to dig in and pre-set all of our splice points. It was kind of different because we're using landscape boxes to hide all of our splice points, and then we've got quasi boxes on the back side of this to hide all of their DMX controllers and the transformers and where our power comes into. And they're kind of cool. They all change colors and they cycle through the RGBW lighting. Inside these quasi boxes is where all of the DMX controllers are. We've got the weatherproof splices in order to, make this all code compliant. And then they go out to each of these target pieces, which all connect together. They've got sensors on the sides of the buildings that will track where your ball is going to hit and it tracks it all the way to the targets. It's pretty cool. They've had people out here hitting balls, as you can see. They're all over. Like I said, I'm Kahlin Schoeberl. I was the foreman on this job underneath David Suggs as our general foreman. Fast project, learned a lot, but we all had a great time out here.
Okay, sweet.